Lesson 7. Working with our dogs here, trying to teach them how to hunt sheds. We're going to introduce the search part of things. The way I introduced search to my dog was to take my fake antler that looked like an antler and smelled like an antler out to the yard there. Then I set it down in the grass. I took my dog and I walked away from it, not very far, 2 or 3 feet, and then turned my dog's attention to it, snapping my fingers maybe a couple times, getting his attention onto the antler, and then sending him after it, releasing him, and with the command, find it. So we've already worked on this command before with playing fetch, so he understands, there it is, get it. So when he comes back, I reward him heavily and for his actions. Our goal is to slowly increase this distance. One way I increased the distance was I started off at the 3 or 4 feet mark. Whenever I send him out after it 2 or 3 times, he done that very well. Then maybe the 3rd or 4th time I send him out, when I send him out, as the dog's going towards it, I take a step back. So that just increased the distance that he was bringing it to me, not right off the hand, for him to go get it. So as that distance increased, I tried to keep that distance. A couple times at 6 feet, and then whenever I send him out, I'll take a step back. So there's a couple times at like 9 feet. You get the program. So and keep your eyes on your dog here. Watch his body language. Whenever he's retrieving it or coming back to you, this game will not be as fun for your dog as fetch. You're not throwing it for him to chase after to get it. So your dog may start to veer off, wandering one way or the other. Whenever if you get so far away or so long into the game, you shouldn't play the game. Don't go out there and expect them to play this game for a half hour straight. It would be nice to get them into that, but it's probably not likely. They're children, so their attention span is a lot shorter. It might be a good idea to do this on lead. Get your dog out and back very proficiently. You work yourself up, to the 20-30 foot range. That would be ideal. So with that said, it's time to start the search. Stay. Find it! Good boy! Good boy! Like I said, this game your dog will get a little more bored, a little easier with this game. It's fine to while you're doing this, throw some fetch in there to keep your dog's attention. When he brings the bone back to you, toss it out there. Let him go fetch it a couple times, and then try to get him back to setting and going after it. Just a little tip.